Guys were pumped.
How do you, some of the guys that you didn't mention directly, but the people that need to, well, let's be honest, have a culture change, so to speak. How do you do that? How do you get their minds right?
Well, it starts. We're gonna take a couple weeks off, and just whoever I can see, whoever I can affect, and guys know who they are, and at the end of the day, everyone's gonna work together, and we're gonna build this team together.
Were you concerned that may have rubbed some people the wrong way?
Absolutely not, because the first person I called out was myself, and I made that very clear.
Jameis, obviously you play with a lot of passion. I mean, is that what you want to hopefully see from everybody across the board, defense, offense, special teams?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna get. We're gonna get want to and the will from everyone.
What's your plans for the offseason? How long you plan to take off?
I haven't made a plan yet.
You've put up some impressive numbers, as a rookie, only a third guy to throw for over 4,000 yards, only the second guy in Bucs history to do that. Have you exceeded maybe some of the things that you were expecting this year in your first season?
The thing is, I just want to win here, and I know what we're capable of. We left so much on the table this year. The individual accomplishments, you can talk about Doug, you can talk about how good our offensive line was, but at the end of the day, I just want everyone to better themselves.
You came in with so many eyes on you, being the number one pick. Obviously, there was issues coming out of Florida State. People were just watching to see if you were going to make any mistakes. Are you kind of proud of the season you've been able to put in on and off the field?
Well, actions speak louder than words, so that always hold true.
Is that something that kind of really, stuck with you? Is that on your skin that you wanted to make sure that you weren't wrong, perceived wrong?
I just was gonna be myself. Eventually everyone was gonna get used to who I was, and I was gonna get out of the spotlight one way or the other by staying out of the news.
Yeah, I mean, off the field, a lot of people, let's be honest, a lot of people were kind of waiting for you to fail to do something off the field. A lot of people had expectations, preconceived notions about you. How proud of you are the fact that that didn't happen?
Well, that's none of my concern about people's opinions. Like I say, I gotta be me. And I know these guys in the locker room love me, so it starts here. And the opportunities that I had to spend time in the community with kids, and especially going to the homeless shelters with the rookies, that was a big opportunity for me to show people who I really was.
What kind of grade would you give yourself if you were doing grades in this team? What would you give the quarterback on this team?
I can't give myself a grade right now. Are you talking about performance-wise?
Yeah,
or what?
performance.
I can't give myself a grade right now. I just know I got to get better.
So season's over.
Well, I got to get better. I know that. I didn't do what I wanted to do. I would have loved to lead this team to a playoff win, to the playoffs, but I didn't do that this year, and I got to get better.
How do you use the off season to get to that point, and as a leader, be a leader to this team throughout that whole process before you get back into action?
Well, it's a blessing because it's my first off season as an NFL player, and definitely learning from Vincent and Logan and guys on how to be a professional and how to do things the right way. I'm definitely going to ask them for a couple notes when I start my off-season program. But, you just continue to better yourself, get better every single day. And now that I don't have to go to class or worry about grades or anything, I'm focused on my craft.
How much film do you plan on watching of yourself in the off-season?
Well, first I'm going to take a break, and just get away from everything. But I'll be still working.
And what about things like, fundamentals, mechanics, footwork? I mean, I know that's a big part of what you
Yeah,
do.
absolutely. Coach Bajakian and Coach Cutter, they expect a lot from me, so I have to continue to get better at everything that I do.
Are you going
James,
to go
how
back
is-
to George Whitfield again? And
Most likely. I don't know yet.
James, how did the effort level on some players change at all once you guys were out of the playoff picture? Did that bother you at all? Did you see guys not fighting as hard?
Well,
human nature to some extent.
Well, when we were in the race, everyone was pumped up, and when it hurts, your soul when you're out of the playoff race, and especially people that's been doing this for a long time, they know how it is. It was relatively new to me, so my main instinct was to keep fighting, and that's what I'm always gonna do.
What's the one element you hope this team has next year?
Just winning mentality, and that just comes with setting the foundation. And it's a process. That's one thing we gonna develop here because you got to win to get a winning mentality.
where does that winning mentality start?
It starts in the locker room. It starts with us bonding with each other. It starts with us playing for each other. It starts with us just being all in for each other. We got some shirts made early in the year with all in on it, and it's just really living by that.
What's the biggest thing you learned this season as a rookie?
The biggest thing I learned is just keeping everything simple. You know, whether it's the media or whether it's on the field. You know, just making the right decisions, making the simple decisions, and just being yourself.
Jameis, do you think some people on this team got comfortable with just not winning? That just been part of, it's 5 straight years with last place finishing the NFC South.
I can't say that, because I know everyone on this team wants to win. It's just the way that you do it. Everyone, preparation. Just having that mindset that I want to win with all costs. And like I said, that has to be developed and it has to be molded into you.
Are you saying that the culture around here has to change?
Yeah, it will. It will.
The youngest team in the NFL is part of that maturity that has to come from a young group that has to kind of grow up quickly. Is that the message?
What it starts with is it starts with actions. So we have to have a good off season. When the season starts, I have to limit turnovers. You just gotta build on the positives and eliminate the negatives. And if we really are serious about winning here, or we really are serious about changing the culture per se, we will dedicate ourselves in the off season to so we can be successful next year.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jameis.
Jameis, thank you.